what song that your parents played together? What song did you like most when you were growing up?
There was a song they used to play which was an old jazz standard. I think Fred Astaire did it, and they used to go, "Here we are, out of cigarettes, da 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 da. Two lazy people with not much to do, much too much in love to say goodnight." That was, I remember them singing that, and I remember my mum and dad, often my dad would sing it to us in bed. There was also another one he used to play. Oh, actually, I remember one that I really used to love. They used to do a cover of "Here, There and Everywhere," the Beatles song. Yeah. And their voices together were magical, actually, and I must try and get them together at some stage. But they're divorced now, so it's not so easy, you know?
Okay, but they still see each other once in a while?
They do now.
It's
got a bit easier now, but
okay.
you know, divorce takes some time, doesn't it?
Yeah. So it's to lead a better life, I need my love to be here. That's not true anymore for your parents.
Not true, unfortunately. No, yeah. They're not together. But yeah, it's a beautiful song. That I love the way it's got that. You know, it's like almost like an old jazz standard. It starts with that "to lead a better life," and then it does that little 4-bit, and then it goes into the song. It's just, you know, beautiful.
But I think that's how do you call it? That prelude thing?
The prelude, yeah. It's like all the, you know, Tin Pan Alley jazz standards. You know, where they used to have a prelude to every song. Yeah. If you hear like a lot of the old jazz standards, which there was a period where I learned all of them because I used to play jazz and stuff, and there's these beautiful preludes that you never really hear. Like even on My Funny Valentine, there's a prelude, or there's blah blah blah, all songs that we know, like, you know. So it's kind of really nice when you hear them, and I think that's where Paul McCartney got that influence from to adjust and put a prelude in, you know.
Yeah, because I think he was really brought up in the old dance halls traditions. Yeah, yeah. I think they have a few other songs that also have that prelude, I think, in the early career.
Well, like Mr. Moonlight and stuff like that.
Yeah, or maybe If I Fell? No, it's If I Fell in Love.
Yeah, I think you might be right. There might be there is a prelude to that. Michelle's got a prelude, isn't it?
I think it starts with the guitar. So would they?
Yeah, but I think it's a really nice thing to do. I haven't done that with any of my songs, actually. I should get onto that.
Yeah, maybe one. Yeah. Well, they were they really professional folk musicians, your parents, or?
Yeah, they were. I mean, by the time they'd had us 4 children, they'd moved on. You know, they'd pretty much stopped. But when we were growing up, they were touring a lot.
But did they write their own music, or?
They wrote their own stuff as well, but they did a mixture. They did a mixture of other people's, and a bit like the Mamas and Papas, you know, like that, where they do other people's songs. They do like Bird songs, they do Dylan songs. Yeah. But in that sort of era, it was quite common that people would cover all sorts of different songs. And yeah, my dad was a toy maker. He was a toy maker whilst he was a songwriter, so he would be making toys, he'd be writing songs, and, you know.
Are they good songs?
Great songs, but you know the tragic thing about it is that he can't remember them, and he hasn't got a record of all of the. Okay. So it's really sad, and I've got one song that I covered of his, which is just beautiful, and I haven't released it yet, but at the right time I will. But there's some really nice songs he had, and he's got a very bad memory, my dad, so he just doesn't remember a lot of them. Sorry, that's my phone.
That's okay.